Oh, you best believe I am taking it way back. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sue Bear, and welcome to Spyro the Dragon, probably one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite franchises of all time as well. I freaking love Spyro, but I'm gonna get into that when we get into the game. For now, let's just start up the new game and get this adventure going.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it six? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature. Simple! He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
I mean, what more exposition do you need than that? Almost none. Things get started super quickly. I mean, to be fair, you probably shouldn't have called him ugly.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
And that's all he will tell us. A lot of dragons in this game kind of really don't give us that much information as far as what's going on. Especially as the game goes on, all you gonna get is thank you for releasing me, but where are my manners? This, of course, is the 95, 96 game. This game's old, dude. This is the super old PS1 game, Spyro the Dragon, one of the biggest franchise games of all time. It's super classic, which is why I decided to do it next for my LP, because it's a game that I hold really near and dear to my heart. You know, as far as not only just the game itself, but of course as a franchise, as I've been saying, I love Spyro's 1, 2, and 3. It started to dwindle as, you know, I think Insomniac dropped Spyro, kind of like the way Naughty Dog did Crash. I don't know why the game companies just sort of dropped their franchise players like that. It's kind of harsh, don't you think? But let's get into talking more about the world itself and probably some more of the mechanics of the game and stuff like that. This world is the first world, known as the Artisan World. It's pretty how do I want to put this? Safe. It's not exactly the most dangerous of all the worlds. Especially as we get further on, you're gonna see that even in some of the hub worlds, you're gonna find it's kind of easy to die getting from level to level. Some places have like bottomless pits. You know, enemies that could actually do quite a bit of damage to you. These guys don't really hurt me. They actually cower in fear at the sight of Spyro. Now, Spyro being a dragon, he of course has the ability to breathe fire. Press the circle button, breathe fire. Doesn't get any more complicated than that. He also has this weird roll that I never find myself using. I don't even know what you would use it for. I think the only time I ever do use it maybe against like never mind. I've never used this. Who uses this? But he also has this charge ability, which, you know, allows you to get to places faster. I sometimes find myself just charging around areas just to get things done a little more quickly. I should say. I was gonna say quicker. What else? What else am I missing? Okay, so in each main world, we're gonna have little I guess, hub worlds or sub-worlds. Worlds within worlds, basically. And in these worlds, you're going to find, gems, enemies. They're big, sprawling worlds. And as we get further into the game, the worlds get bigger and bigger. The amount of gems you have to collect get, higher and higher. And the enemies get a lot more dangerous, as well as the worlds themselves get a lot more dangerous. You're going to see what I'm talking about when we get to places like Beastmaster. I think it's called Beastmasters or something like that. Beast something, I forget. The worlds in this game have really weird names, and I can't really remember off the top of my head right now. But like as the worlds go on, you'll see that some of them get really dangerous and really glide heavy, really precision platformy. But also, with that being said, Spyro also has the ability to glide, jump in the air, and press the jump button again to glide at the top of the jump. You really want to do it at the top of the jump, that way you get the most out of the distance and stuff like that. Now, in later games, Spyro also has a thing called the hover, which when he glides, he can press triangle in the air, and he gets a little more distance that way. But in this game, they sort of replaced, or not replaced it, but the hover, of course, didn't exist yet, so what they gave him was a brake, which while he's flying in the air, if you press the triangle button, he'll actually pretty much just stop in midair like that, and he'll just fall straight down. That actually does come in handy in later worlds where you find yourself flying over obstacles, and sometimes you overshoot a jump, so you can just press triangle in midair. You can just like stop dead where you're at, which is really useful. So the way I was going to think about tackling this is maybe I'll do the hub world, or not the hub world, the main world, and like one sub world, which would include the getting the dragons, getting the gems, and maybe the dragon eggs later on when we actually get to see the dragon eggs. But let's talk to another one of these dragons and see what it has to say.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
How can I not talk about Sparks? Sparks is Spyro's little dragonfly friend. I believe it's explained in later games that all dragons have dragonflies. In Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, I think they explain that, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Spyro Enter the Dragonfly here. Don't you ever talk about Spyro Enter the Dragonfly here. Do you understand me? Don't you ever talk about that game. Anyway, I'm sorry I had a little bit of a flashback moment, but yeah, Sparks is Spyro's health meter pretty much. He can take about 2 hits, and then Spyro can take a hit and then he dies. In later games, Sparks takes 3 hits, when in this game he takes only 2. You're going to find in later stages it's going to be pretty hard keeping Sparks around, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Cool Flash, do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Yeah, that's actually the area where one of the bosses hangs out. I'm not sure what that area is called. I think it's called Toasty, I believe. It's a boss level. In later games, they don't have boss levels. They just have bosses that exist at the end of worlds. This game just has boss levels, so, I guess they sort of just got the picture afterwards. Like, no, we should probably just have bosses. Like, not entire levels where at the end you fight the boss. Just boss levels. I believe there's one more dragon right about here.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
Oh, that.
Sorry, I had to do a little bit of a cut right there, but yeah, it's probably one of the reasons why I enjoy Spyro 1 the most. It's definitely because of its charm. There's definitely a lot of funny dialogue in this game that I actually kind of enjoy, and Yeah, I mean, not the dialogue alone is what keeps me coming back, but it's just the entire just nostalgia trip of this game as a whole. But I'm just gonna do one stage for now, and then maybe I'll finish up the rest of this place in a later video. But for right now, we're gonna do Stone Hill. Now, I'm fairly certain Stone Hill is the level that you're meant to do first. I mean, if it's not, feel free to correct me, but Stone Hill is sort of like a level that's here to test you, pretty much. Test everything that you've learned in the main. Well, not everything. It's not made to test everything. It's made to test most things, pretty much. Flaming, charging, enemies, that sort of thing. You definitely want to keep your eyes out for gems. Gems in this game, I find, are sometimes really out of the way or like in corners and stuff like that. So you sometimes find yourself missing gems. Also in this game, Sparks has really weird detection, I find. So sometimes he gets gems, sometimes he doesn't. So you always have to look behind you at some point just to make sure you didn't miss anything.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Right. Each dragon acts as a checkpoint, and they also act as a way to save your game. If you want to save your game, of course, you step on the dragon pad and it saves. I don't believe this game saves automatically. I don't think so. The later games do. I know that for a fact. When you come in and out of worlds, the game saves, but this game, I think you have to step on the dragon pads. I'm not sure. That's usually how I save the game. That's how I always remembered saving it, so I'll probably just do that just to be safe. I don't want to mess around and not save the game.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
No thanks. See ya. Yeah, Spyro ain't here for none of that. He's here for that action. All talk, no action. I mean, all action, no talk? I'm not sure what I'm saying right now. Now, these sheep, they're not hopping around for no reason. If you destroy a sheep, or I guess you kill a sheep, you kill them, and these butterflies come out. If Sparks takes damage, he'll actually eat butterflies, which, quick question, do dragonflies eat butterflies? I don't think that's a thing, right? Like, they don't eat butterflies, do they? I don't know.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Spyro is not impressed. Spyro is not impressed at all. But yeah, as I just said, Spyro doesn't need to eat butterflies. Sparks needs to eat butterflies. He needs to eat the butterflies. He needs to eat butterflies in order to stay strong, stay healthy, and to make sure Spyro himself doesn't die. I guess in a sense, this game is sort of easier than Crash. I mean, because Crash can only take one hit if he doesn't have a mask and then he dies. Which is most of the time if you've ever played a game like Crash Bandicoot, where it's almost impossible to keep a mask in that game. I mean, as the games go on, it gets a lot easier to keep masks and stuff, but Crash is Crash and Spyro is Spyro. Two completely different games. This game has a really, it's an open world. I mean, as open as you can get it anyway. It's an open world 3D adventure. Crash is 3D, but it's mostly delegated to the, I guess, 2D pathway or the forward and back pathway that the game usually has. So, two completely different styles, two completely different games.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Hey, stop telling people things that I've already said. That gets annoying. It really does get annoying when you explain something and then the game explains it. Like, hey, I don't think you know this, so let me tell you this anyway. But then again, this game is made for children, so I can't exactly blame them now, can I? Of course I can. They really need to stop doing that. Anyway, these guys over here, these blue guys right over here, these are egg thieves. They steal dragon eggs. And as you go on later throughout the game, there's probably going to be more and more thieves. I believe there's one stage that's actually completely like revolved around certain colors of thieves. Or that might be another Spyro game entirely. I'm not exactly sure. If I'm wrong, again, feel free to correct me. But the dragon egg thieves, they're pretty easy to catch. All you gotta do is run up to them, flame them, they drop the dragon egg, and you collect it. Pretty simple affair. Why they steal dragon eggs, I don't know. It's not ever explained whether or not they're working for like Nasty Nork or something. Like, it's never really, I don't think it's, at least not to my knowledge, it's never really explained what the egg thieves are, why they're doing this. Like, they're pretty much kidnapping children. They're like kidnapping fetuses. They're like dude, you're kidnapping dragon eggs. They're not even born yet. Like, that's so messed up, bro. Like, dude, mothers are gonna be like worried sick for their kids, man. How could you do that? It's so disgusting, bro. But anyway, right here we have this key. I know I didn't explain it when I actually walked past it, but there was a chest down a well with a lock on it. Now, certain stages do have these, I guess, chests that are unlocked with keys. Not every stage has them, but later on in the game, more and more stages will have these. So again, you want to stay vigilant and make sure that you find them. And of course, unlock them whenever you get the chance. I don't have 4 gems. I'll be right back when I find them, because this is going to get really annoying. Oh, I found 3 of them. Hooray! Now I know there's only 1 gem left, which is even more. Nope, found it. And there we go. Now, that's something I'm going to try to be doing as quickly as possible so I don't end up searching around like that. But if you actually pause the game and go to your inventory, it'll show you the stage that you're in and how much of what item you have. Like, for example, they have the treasure chest icon right there. Look down by Stone Hill, and you'll see 200, 200. See the dragon icon? Look down, you'll see 404. And in this stage, you'll see that there was only 1 dragon egg. There'll be another space next to it if there was another dragon egg, but in this stage, there was only 1. So, yeah, it's going to be something I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to do as quickly and efficiently as possible. I'm going to try to make sure I complete every stage in the game. This is going to be 100%. No gems left behind program Let's Play. So I'm going to try to do that as efficiently as possible, just making sure that I don't, skip anything. So if you're looking forward to that, well, you definitely have that. I was going to say you have that to look forward to if you're looking forward to that, but that's completely redundant. It's 2 a.m. just like normal. Anyway, I'm going to end the video right here. So far I completed the main world, got every gem, every dragon, and completed Stone Hill. And next time I think I'll be doing this stage over here, which is probably one of my favorite stages in this world, which is Dark Hollow. Trust me, it's not as bad as the ominous stage makes it seem. But if you're watching this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime, and you'll have my everlasting gratitude. With that being said, I will see you guys later.